That's coming in at the moment. Relief for Kerala nuns who were accused of trafficking. The NIA court has granted bail to both the nuns who are accused. Third accused in the case has also been granted bail. Nuns, however, are prohibited from leaving the country. Bail has been granted on a bond of 50,000 rupees each. The NIA court has granted bail to both the nuns in an alleged trafficking and conversion case. All three must now submit a bond of 50,000 rupees each. Passports will be surrendered to the court. The court has also prohibited all three of them from leaving the country. This is big news coming in from the state of Kerala. A big controversy had erupted after it came to light. The allegations were that there were nuns who were involved in trafficking case. My colleague Sumi is now joining me on the story. Sumi, relief has been given to the Kerala nuns. They were accused of trafficking. In fact, the NIA court has granted them bail. Their passports, however, have to be submitted to the court.
Yes, absolutely. Big relief coming for the nuns, and especially amid a lot of pressure that was coming from all political parties. This is a big relief for the nuns and the one more accused, Sukhman Mandavi. And in fact, the NIA court today, after reserving the order yesterday, has granted bail to both the nuns on the alleged human trafficking and forced conversion case. And another accused, as I pointed out, Sukhman Mandavi, has also been granted bail. And all of them must produce a bond, must submit a bond of 50,000 each, and their passports will be seized and none of them will be allowed to leave the country. However, these are the conditions of the bond that has been granted by the NIA court. But this is a big relief, and amid all of that, we can also see in the visuals that there are a lot of celebrations taking place at the central jail, where both the nuns are lodged in the judicial custody. And in fact, we can see CPIM MP John Brittis, JP Mathur and Santosh Kumar, all of them are celebrating. And there are a lot of people also, celebrating with the distribution of sweets at the Durg Central Jail. Remember, this is the matter that had gotten big and out of hand. And in fact, there was a clear rift that was also visible between both the units, BJP units of the southern state of Kerala, as well as the central state of Chhattisgarh. And there was a lot of pressure that was being mounted by the Congress, CPIM, as well as the Kerala BJP on the Chhattisgarh's BJP to release the nuns as soon as possible. And in fact, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, the Kerala BJP president, is also here in the state. And in fact, all of them, a huge delegation of Kerala politicians, leaders from various spectrum of political parties are here in Durg and Raipur, celebrating the release of nuns. And all of them had come here to express their solidarity with the nuns.
Sumi, this was an alleged trafficking and conversion case.
Yes, absolutely. It was a forced conversion, alleged forced conversion. And in fact, this incident took place almost a week ago, where three adult girls were taken to Agra by two nuns who had come all the way from Agra. And in fact, a huge ruckus ensued at the Durg police station, after which both the nuns were booked by the Durg police. An FIR was also lodged, and there was a huge ruckus that was by the Bajrang Dal protesters, including Jyoti Sharma. And in fact, as we speak, in Narayanpur also there's another development taking place. All the three victims, so to say, are now going to lodge a complaint against the Bajrang Dal protesters, along with Jyoti Sharma. And Jyoti Sharma, I mean, they're going to lodge a complaint to seek an FIR against all those who had harassed them at the Durg railway station.
Thank you, Sumi, giving us all those details. This is big news which is coming in with regards to the Kerala nuns and the alleged conversion and trafficking case.